Hi guys, I was going to do this. I talked about, yeah, you kind of get to look at my blanket for the moment. I intended to do this a little bit differently because I did what I carry in my purse and was actually getting it ready for today. And well, today didn't go like I had it planned. Um, we had a tremendous scare a couple of days ago with my boxer. Um, she will be seen by a vet. We just opted to hold on and wait, um, because she kind of seems to be improving, and it's kind of the same scenario as it was with Cooper. When I load them up into the car, it causes them more stress, and it's a catch. It's kind of a catch-22. Um, in her situation, she's doing better, so we're gonna ride it out a couple of days. I promise you. Um, Before the week is out, hopefully, I'm planning on tomorrow because she's up walking around and stuff. So I think that it will not be too stressful. I will make contact with the vet tomorrow, um, but she will be seen, and just so that we have an idea, because what happened the other day was it was scary. Um, but sometimes you just have to. I don't. Some people may disagree with me, but I try to think in terms of what is best for her. Much like I did Cooper, I knew that I knew that Cooper was passing. Um, didn't want him to, but it was one of those situations where if we had loaded him up in the car and taken him to the vet, number one, we would be taking him to a different vet. Um, and number two, even if we had taken him to our regular vet, there would be other dogs. There's no way to prevent that. They are in business. Um, it would have raised his stress level, which would have raised his pain level. And in the many conversations that I had with the vet's office, we agreed that it was probably not the best thing. And I had even looked into um, having him euthanized at home. Um, as it worked out, he passed peacefully, and I'm thankful. With Cinda, she improved um, as time went by. I stayed up all Friday night with her, excuse me, um, just in case, because we do have a veterinary clinic that is open 24/7, and um, it was kind of a situation where I really was drawing blanks, because looking in her eyes that she was giving me, and I know it may sound crazy, but it was kind of like, she was telling me I'm not done yet. So selfishly, it may be me that isn't done yet. I will own that. Um, she was not. Um, it was very easy to manage her. We'll put it that way. And as time went by, like I said, she started getting up. She started going to eat. She started going to drink. She started going. She went downstairs to go to the bathroom. She's been downstairs several times. So the crisis part of it, I think she just got tangled up in two sheets that were actually clean before she fell. Um, they were on the washer that sits in the hallway. Um, and I'm assuming, because they were there whenever I walked through and they were not whenever my husband came through. So I'm assuming somehow she got a paw tangled up in them. Um, I don't know. I didn't see it. He really didn't see it, because he had stepped in to use the bathroom and was washing his hands when she fell. I think she just kind of pulled to me and got tangled up. As far as, we checked her leg. No, I am not a veterinarian. However, you know my background in as far as what I've grown up dealing with, um, growing up in the country and such like that. And there are surefire ways. You know, there are ways to test for sensation, to test for nerve damage, stuff like that. Um, she had neither problem. Um, so we just kind of waited it out. Anyway, this is already at 5 minutes, so we're gonna get on with um, that update. Other than telling you and assuring you that yes, um, her regular vet's office, it was not open. Um, I did not call MedVet because the last time I did, it was to take my dead Cooper to them. And although they're wonderful, my heart just couldn't make that call. So I know that sounds awful. I don't mean for it to sound awful. It just is what it is. Had it been necessary to immediately take her in, we would have. We just kind of waited to see what was going to happen. We had thought at one point that she had lost control of her bladder, at which point we were really seriously, like, we were planning out how we were going to transport her and things of that nature, and in what vehicle, and the getting tarps and stuff like that to transport her. But it resolved itself. And yes, if you're wondering, I prayed for my dog, and my grandson did too. So yeah, that's where that is, and this is getting longer and longer because I'm rambling. So just wanted to update you. I know if you follow my Twitter, you've seen where we had a very rough night Friday. I don't know what I have. I'm not well. It's kind of like, I don't know if it's allergies, asthma, deep in my chest. Oh, well, it is. Anyway, so, that's where we're at right now. So, thank you for taking the time to check this one out. It's going to be, we're going to be having, regardless of how she's performing, I know that animals are really good at hiding pain. And while we do have things that will help her, she will be seen, because I won't let her suffer. And if we have to do a palliative care or hospice care, we will go that route. If there is something along the lines, if it turns out that she has a terminal illness, it'll automatically be palliative or hospice care. She is right at 14 years old. I will not put her through chemo. I will not any type of anything that's not going to improve her quality of life. We're just not going to do that. We will keep her comfortable. We will keep her medicated, and enjoy the remainder of the time that we have with her. Now, if you differ in your opinion, that's fine. She's 14 years old. I know that if we put her under for surgery, I know what the odds are. And I know her recovery time probably not going to be easy on her. And I have very strong feelings about dealing with chemo In the case with dealing with chemo with people, they can tell you when they've had enough. They can tell you when they're done. They can tell you when, when they're at peace. Um, I've watched the side effects of cancer or of chemo very closely. And a long time ago, I made this decision for my animals that it's not about me keeping them here. It's not about fighting a fight that, is oh, well, we might win. It's about keeping them comfortable in their quality of life, because they can't tell me when they've had enough. And with that, that's just where, we're all able to have other opinions and agree to disagree respectfully. That's where I stand. And that's where I stand with her care. While, like I said, I will be taking her to be seen and be checked out. We will make hard decisions. We will make decisions that are in her best interest, not in mine, because mine, I would keep her with me forever. As if I can't think of, my therapy dog is not exactly the right terminology. She has been my protector. She has been my guard. She has been my, she alerts when I'm getting sick. So I guess you could say medical therapy dog. I don't know. She's never been trained for that. She just does it and started doing it when she was a puppy. So that's just kind of where that is. So as we go through this week and go through these decisions, I ask that you help me make wise decisions and good decisions for her quality of life going forward. I know kind of how all of this has happened, that it doesn't really make sense. Looking back on things, I'm still not 100% sure that I made the right call by not taking her in Friday night. And I will admit that we maybe should have, but at the time, when she laid down and was peaceful and was okay acting with me, I sat on the floor with her for a while, and I checked on her every few minutes, being awake with her. We had a long talk, and I cried a lot of tears, and every time I'd cry, she looked at me like I was nuts, because she'd look at me and say, "I'm not done," with these eyes that said, "I'm not done yet." So, with that being said, I kind of think that we made the right decision by her, because by Saturday morning, well, no, not Saturday morning, probably by Saturday afternoon, she was feeling much better. She ate. I'm going to tell you, I've never been so happy to hear a boxer pass gas as I was Saturday. But this literally drained me. Saturday, by the time my husband got home from work, I was like, "You're going to have to take over, because I can't. I'm just so emotionally, physically exhausted. I've got to rest, because I got to make sound decisions for her." And whenever she was resting and I was resting and he was checking on us both, that's when she got up and ate, and got up and drank, and got up and went downstairs and went outside. And it's like, okay. So anyway, this is way longer than I intended for it to be. I'm rambling again, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to explain, I made decisions that I don't know. I can't tell you if I made the right decisions. I can just tell you that I did the best that I did what I thought was best at the time. Um, in as far as her comfort, because that is the first priority. Um, so again, I asked as the days go forward that if you pray that you pray for me to have wisdom to make the right decisions where she's concerned and where her quality of life is concerned, and that if we are coming to the end, then we are coming to the end, and help me to be wise about it and not selfish, because there is a selfish part of me that would, like say, okay, just, keep her. But I know that I can't do that. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. Please don't just take a clip of this and listen to all of what I'm saying, because I love this dog. This dog has been part of my world, and a great big part of my world, for almost 14 years now. I didn't adopt her. I didn't get her right at birth. I rescued her, and when I rescued her, I thought I was doing her a favor, and not she ended up doing me the greatest favor. She's been the most loyal dog, not just to me, but to my family, especially the babies, and we love her dearly, and there's no way to replace her. And so, that makes me kind of mushy and sad. But so I just covet, I need your thoughts, prayers, good wishes, respectful advice. The day that whatever happened, she had eaten, she had water, she never was like, majorly dehydrated or anything like that. So, it was just kind of thinking everything through, and I admit I panicked. I'm not going to lie to you. I panicked. I did pray that if it was her time to go, that God would take her peacefully. That's my hope. I don't want her to suffer. She may have, when she fell, she may have knocked the wind out of herself. I don't even know if that's possible with a dog. Or she, she's old. She may have just been kind of like her owner and just been like, okay, I need to just chill for a bit. We don't know. We will find out, if we will kind of take her in for a checkup and see what's going on. But that's where we are for now. Y'all have a good day, and I will see you. Bye. I'm the mayor's daughter. My sidekick is off with his papa and his mommy. So, yeah.